Am I coding for a video game? No, I am not. I am not a game programmer. This is mostly for a tool. Hmm. Hey tool, hello. Hey Emil, I'm not a big fan of Wayland, but what are your opinions on it? Um, I am using Wayland Compositor. I think it's pretty safe to say that it is winning. You know, that X11 is kind of dying and Wayland is winning. Because Wayland fixed some very like critical issues with X11. But Wayland is certainly not the best version of itself. It has a lot of issues. So yeah, I can't say I'm like a huge fan of Wayland. Like I think it's serviceable, but yeah, it can certainly be better. I guess my main complaint about Wayland is that it's largely driven by committee, and this committee can't like agree with each other on a lot of stuff, and it hurts ecosystem a lot. Like Linux ecosystem is already very small and fragmented, and Wayland committee situation, it fragments it even further. Yeah, so it's just bad overall. For example, the recent shenanigans with global coordinates. So some windows want to position themselves globally on the screen, and there's just no way to do it on Wayland. And they can't agree on how to implement this feature in Wayland, what protocols to agree on to let programs do this. And it happened. It just goes on and on for years. I don't know. Yeah, which makes me go mad. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because in when you write an X11 window manager, X server does everything for you pretty much, minus some extensions that you need to implement. In case of Wayland, uh, all of the thing that X11 server did for you, your compositor must do instead. And so you can't just and there is no like Wayland server like Xorg, right? There is either like kwin, so compositor from KD project, or they're like compositor for GNOME project, or there's WL roots, which is the compositor thing for WL roots. So this code, it would be written anyway, right? It is written in X11. It exists. You just don't see it because everybody just use Xorg and nobody looks into it. Hey, Alex, hello. Are you bashing on open source again? No, it's not just open source, but open source that's driven by community. But yeah. Okay, now this is way too fucking KGB. Okay, yeah, let me delete KGB agent from the chat. Whoop, like this. Yeah. And we can proceed with programming. So, what do we have here? I did a little bit of a work off stream. Can you imagine that? Me doing something off stream. And what I did is I deleted a bunch of like string templating from here. Yo, Connor, hello. And I kind of reduced amount of generated code. I also kind of pull it apart a little bit. So now I have a generator code, and I have a module here. Here, just GLI module. This part, the module, this will be hand coded. This will be handcrafted. And then it loads the generated part. And this generated part is where generated, I wanted to say headers, but it's not really headers, right? It's just generated JI files with procedure headers and constants like enums. They go here, and then the loader file that, depending on what you generate, will import, not import, will load generated files, and then we'll just assign procedures, procs and extension procs. Like that's it. I think that maybe I should if def some of this depending on the operating system, but we will get to it when we'll go to implement Windows part of things, so WGL. For now, it is what it is. And also another thing I did is I created build file to build examples, so EGL and XCB, and now every time I load this, oh, I fucked something up. It's much in level of indirection. What's that? I don't remember this. It literally used to work. Yeah, hey Placer. Hey Phoenix. Does J have if def? It's not if def, it's just compile time if. So what I meant by that is something like if OS equals, right? That's what I meant. So this is what I meant by if def. So it's not right. It can't do like if define. It actually can. It actually can. There's exists. There's this thing, and for example, exists a symbol, right? So you can do this, and yeah. So you can do this, and then there's even the second parameter. So wait for, which for example, you can wait until something dependent starts existing, and only then it will get evaluated. And if you search for exists, it got added relatively recently. Relatively recently. Yeah. So it was added in June 2024. Actually, it was a fucking year ago. All right. But yeah. uh, Composite extension is how you make excellent compositors. I do agree that just letting the window manager get full control is good. So dealing with all the layers, yes, yes. So that's why, because a lot of your code becomes responsibility of the compositor, you can't rely on a big like monolithic component like Xorg server. I suspect you did something very stupid. Yeah, because you don't remake a. So that's why there are stuff like WL roots. So WL roots is kind of like it's a part of Xorg server that is independent of your window management. That's why you can take WL roots and kind of implement a window manager on top of it, right? So in this sense, it kind of serves as like chunk of Xorg that all excellent window managers used. Did the type syntax get removed? Was just testing it out and found not to work. Wait, what type syntax? Not sure what you mean. constant array literal. I mean, yeah, it works, so you can just do, right? You can just do this. You can just do this and it will work. So I'm not sure what you mean. This is a constant array literal. And if you mean something like this, you probably mean something like this. This is a struct literal. Or maybe, yeah. Maybe you saw somebody like programming closure or some shit. Hey, Leon, what's up? But yeah, why are my examples not building? It was literally working yesterday. What changed? So I do xcb get geometry, geom cookie. But then in xcb.jai, cookie is this. Type 1 at cookie t, type given xcb cookie t this. Did something change, or am I stupid? Is it? Let me check it out. Let me bro, wrong text. So, oh wow, there is. I've never used it. Yeah, I've never used it. So this is probably something either experimental or like super old. Maybe you saw the comment or something like that that I passed by once, but I've literally never seen it before. Sam H. Smith for his OS did a window manager, but from bottom up with all stuff underneath it, and it was just a few thousand lines. Don't need to deal with drivers, but still. In Wayland, there's just a lot of protocols you need to implement. I actually don't know if it's 60,000 lines of code. You know, maybe it's like bullshit and you don't actually need 60,000. Maybe that's some Swift construct somebody copy pasted in that comment. Maybe, I don't know. So why is this doesn't work? So for some reason, it thinks that geometry cookie is like wrong. X get geometry. And xb get geometry is where is it? Yeah, it returns the regular one. How is did I fuck something up? Let me check logs. So add build examples. This part used to work like for sure. I just commented out a bunch of crap to make it compile. Oh yeah, also I worked on the generator. I've handled a bunch more like types. Yeah, so some of my shit generated like sine 8s instead of char and stuff like that. No, I mean, it definitely used to work. So yeah, I have no idea what happened. So is this what it wants? So it just wants to pass this. Will it even work? Okay, yeah. We have our triangle of hope from EGL. And XCB1, GLX1, it won't work because it will segmentation fault. it will segfault when we try to do something in program main, because I actually haven't finished it. Yeah. So this is the file that I've added off stream that just builds the examples, sets the import path correctly, blah 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 blah. And after I'm done, I'll add the actual like OpenGL generator here, so kind of usage example, and I will remove main from here. So this file generate OpenGL, it won't have main. Instead, this is just a usage code that will be in like a meta program. I'm thinking about exposing it as a meta program plugin that you can just plug and generate, stuff that you want in a module and whatnot. Also, I don't really like this API necessarily, because doing it like this, right? So when I put an API that they want to generate, it forces me to have these fucking tables. It's all, yeah, these tables. So for example, when I want to generate OpenGL version 4, I need to also add all of the previous OpenGL versions that I need to generate together. And I don't like having this manually. I can generate code for this, so I can generate this code at compile time. This is pretty easy to do. But I wonder if there's just better way to do it. Make sure you are using int instead of i32 for some API, since on Wayland it will work with i32, but on X11 will just break. I actually I had to do something different. Um, so off stream I changed the function that generates types, and I actually had to add an explicit int handling so that when we do int, we correctly generate U32 or S32 depending on if we get unsigned. Yeah, and this I had to do this because actually GLX uh, uses ints, just plain old ints instead of GL int, for example, because I guess it reuses some of the X11 types. By the way, hey Baker, hello, hello. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Uh, but yeah, so what I want to do is I want to um, make GLX example work today, and then maybe work on a loader code a little bit, so that in this module where I load extensions and load the regular code, it has a bunch of issues. For example, this loader procedure is global, and because of that, this code gets dependent. So I had to manually pull GLX all the way down, because for example, if I generate libgl and then I generate like libx GLX sets its loader to this global, and then core procedure just break. So this will need to be rewritten, and not really rewritten. It needs to accept some kind of an input like configuration, where you just kind of ask like, hey, generate me EGL plus like GLX and whatnot. Yeah. What else? What else? Also, this code, populate supported extensions. This is something I need to call conditionally, I think if the user wants. Just, hey, give me the list of supported extensions on this computer, and then depending on that, load me what I want, something like that. And at the moment, it is hard-coded for EGL and core OpenGL, so I'm not gonna add GLX code here. So for now, I just commented shit out here, so that because I know on my computer all of these extensions exist, so I just unconditionally load them for now. But then we will rewrite the loader to be kind of more intelligent. Yeah, so that's kind of the precondition for the current stream, for today's stream. I'm happy with how Odin handles OpenGL. Uh, I am pretty sure that if I would to use Odin's OpenGL module, I will be unhappy because I have some particular, how do you say, preferences, I would say. Do you know how to register plugin on build.jai? I was experimenting, I couldn't figure it out. If we just plus plugin, it only runs for current workspace. Yes, exactly. If you do plus plugin, it only works for current workspace indeed. If you want to manually invoke plugin in the, well, I think when you invoke the plugin, you can get workspace what you want inside of the plugin. So I guess the plugin itself would have to support it. But in your own, hey Dean, thank you, appreciate it. In your own meta program, you need to manually call plugins lifecycle method. So before I started, let me show you. It was this one. I think here, right? Is this an example? Is it? I think that's it, right? Yeah, so look at this, what I'm doing here is, so yeah, this is what you need to do. You need to get compile timeline arguments. You need to call parse plugin arguments, so you know which plugins you want to create. And then you kind of add those manually here. So so this way you get other plugins. Then you create a new plugin, you set the name, so control flow, this is my plugin that I want to add. After that, after you added it here, you need to init plugins manually, right? Then you do your kind of regular, then before intercept, you call manually before intercept. This will call before intercept of your plugin. After that, normal compiler. Then you, for each plugin, you kind of call add source. And then you do message loop. Inside of the message loop, you call message for each plugin. And at the end, you call finish and shut down. So at the moment, there is no like a single something like, add like plugin, right? So you can do this and it just magically works. So you can do this at the moment. What you need to do is you need to add your plugin like this with the name to the other plugins that your thing exist, and then you have to manually call each like life cycle method of the plugin like this. I actually believe it's on GitHub, is it not? Um, you know what? It might be. It might be not. Yeah, I meant to put it on GitHub, but yeah, I will just. I'll just drop it on paste bin. Paste. Well, how do I? Yeah, let me like create it. There you go. So yeah, there you go. I will put this all on GitHub. I just wanted to put the entire project when it's in a better shape. I guess I can do it already. It has like all return and with error macros that I use in Hitboxer. Hey, Buzzer, hello, welcome. Right, so I wish there was just like, add plugin, and that's all you need to do. But we have this. We have fine-grained control of every plugin lifecycle, but maybe, maybe you don't want it, maybe you just don't care, you just want to do it. And I think the way it works is, yeah, you just send kind of a message with your particular workspace, right? Meta program to auto add plugins by parsing. Yeah. I mean, it kind of already happens. Do I have? Yeah. So if you look at added strings, it already kind of sort of does it, right? So it adds this string to the compile like workspace where it imports your plugin by name. Then it calls get plugin and it sets the workspace from the meta program. And then it sets it on like a results. So this init string, and then this is what it resolves into the code. So you need kind of extend this code so that it also calls every like life cycle method automatically, right? But yeah. So what do we have here? Yeah, let's go. Excuse me. Let's go back to, I guess, GLX example and take a look at what's missing here. So also, by the way, Ilion, if you're still here, um, on Arch Linux, xlibxcb is also a separate library. I found that the hard way when I tried to compile this, and it yelled at me that xget connection is not found on xlib. So yeah, this is also a clown shit. Yeah, it's not a separate package. There is no separate package, but xlib package gets installed with two separate DLLs. One for core xlib and the separate DLL for xlib. So it's not a separate package, but it is two different dynamic libraries. Yeah. And by the way, remember when I was isn't xlib made with xcb modern? Yes, yes. Ah, I see, Leon. Yeah, I didn't know that. I was thinking you meant like separate DLL. So I guess I just misunderstood you. So it's like exactly like this. Modern xlib, yeah, it's made on top of xcb. It is, but for some reason, this particular functionality it gets compiled in a separate lib, probably for some weird ass backwards compatibility. I don't know. And remember I was talking about Jai packaging private structs for X11 and I wasn't able to find them. And it actually does exist. So yeah, look at this. I just somehow missed it. Here, we have private display packaged in Jai, just straight up. And by the way, this private display, it has to have X11 XCB connection. Where is it? Nice package. What do you mean? You mean X11 package? Uh, there's no. Oh yeah, because it's not just integer, right? It's XCB. It might be this. Yes, it might be this. Or it might be one of these. It might be one of these. Let's actually compare it against headers, a system header. Vim. It's not xutil, it's x. I think it's here, right? There you go. So you can see that. Actually, I tried to play with bitrate for my stream, but I think it's still not very good. I mean, code is visible on stream, but it's like a little bit blurry, I think, for the viewers. And the reason is because I have a 1440p monitor here, and I have to downscale it to 1080p. And unfortunately, downscale factor is not integer. It's like 1.33333. So, right, it does some, how do you call it? Like, it's not perfect downscaling. It's some kind of, um, only 720p? Nah, that's bullshit. So you can't even select 1080p? What? Oh, me too. What the fuck? That's weird. How's that happen? I am streaming. Yes, I am streaming at 1080. What the fuck? Did Twitch nerf streamers from Serbia or what? I mean, Twitch must be messing with me, right? Twitch messing with enhanced broadcasting. They're moving to have higher bitrate on the higher resolutions, and Firefox doesn't support. Oh, really? So it's only Firefox. So if you open me in Google Chrome, you will see it. Wait a second. Let me open my stream on Google Chrome. Twitch.tv Valley. Hey Ahmed, did I say hi to you? I think I just literally say hi to you and then said hi to you again. And on Chrome, no, on Chrome on Linux I also can only select 720p. That's omega stupid. That's fucked. Why is that? I am streaming at 1080p, like I swear. What YouTube says. And YouTube also does 720p. Is it something on my end? It is. It says that I am giving the thing away at 6K. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm getting this 720p thing on multiple stream. No, I was forever streaming at 1080p. I haven't changed my settings like at all in like a long time. I tried to kind of fuck around with bitrate a little bit, but no, yeah, look at this. Here's my settings. See, so my base canvas resolution is 1440p, and I outputted 1920 by 1080. And here in output, I don't like double rescale it or anything. I just, yeah, nothing really happens here. It's all like regular shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, Rick. No, no, no. I'm just straight up broadcasting to Twitch and YouTube. I know what happened to Kappa. Why Kappa is? What's the fuck is this? Is Chuck Norris? Maybe I shouldn't have banned the KGB. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, watching code at 720p is fucking stupid. It's like unwatchable. Maybe I should try to restart the stream. Uh, did OBS get cooked? Maybe like I updated something in my system and now it's broken. I mean, if I set the hey predict, thank you, thank you. Hello. Uh, I mean, if I set it to 1440p, then half of the Twitch won't be able to watch it at all because apparently since recently Twitch removed, like just straight up removed 1440p for certain regions. So I think if you're like not like American, you just won't be able to watch to at 2K, like period. So yeah. Yeah, I mean that's weird. Maybe I can like restart OBS and just like see if it works. So if I just for the sake of an argument, so let's do it like this. If I go to my previous streams, to my videos, and for example, I open, what is this question mark? The ones from 2 days ago. Will it also be 720p? No, look at this. It has 1080p. It is 1080p just fine. What in the actual fuck? And my current video is cooked. But why YouTube? YouTube as well. YouTube also only available at 720p. So I mean it must be something on my side, right? They are okay. I haven't changed them since the last stream, I tell you. What the fuck? How are you pushing to both? I mean, it's just like it's just a OBS plugin that lets you restream to multiple places if you have enough bandwidth. Yeah, so it's just OBS plugin that lets you do that. Um, no. This plugin it works. It just works. It worked forever. Uh, no, that's like omega stupid. I I haven't changed anything since the last time I streamed. Many streamers are reporting alerts have 30 seconds delay. They broke. I mean, okay, Twitch broke something, but what about YouTube? Okay, you know what? Let me try something out. Let me just try to quickly like restart the stream and see if it changes anything. If it doesn't change, then whatever. I'll have the stream at 720p. It is what it is, right? Uh, and then I don't know. I'll maybe check something for next stream. Who the fuck knows? So yeah, let me just try to quickly restart the stream. I'll see you like in a minute or something. Are we good? 180p is. I don't know what happened. What about YouTube? Uh, YouTube doesn't have 1080p. What? Are they like 1080 at 7.5K? Uh, oh, maybe like YouTube didn't stop. Like, what if I